TV, here to recap the Arizona Cardinals victory over the Green Bay Packers in what a game that I believe has been the best game of this 2015-16 NFL season, definitely the postseason thus far. Not that the postseason has been completely bad, but the NFL season this year, it was. I'm sorry. No one wants to talk about it because it's the NFL and we love the NFL and we definitely should. But man, you cannot deny that the quality of games this year has been really bad. Overall, I mean, half the teams in the NFL are below 500. 3 more are 500. And then you have like the Jets that are 10-6 and then some other teams that are 10-6. But you don't really buy that they're really good teams. They're just kind of there because they're better than everyone else. And then these teams at the top have just been beating down everyone else. The games haven't been that close. They haven't been that entertaining. And yet, here we go. We have a game that was really entertaining and that I believe was the game of the year here in the divisional round of this 2016 NFL playoffs. And I was very in a weird statement watching this game because this is a game that I thought was pretty easy that the Cardinals were going to win this game. And I didn't have much of a question about that. Yes, the Packers really did look good last week. But man, the Cardinals had just proven to be a better team than the Packers all season long. They beat the Packers 38-8, so I didn't think there's going to be any sort of a discussion here. And by the way, that's another one of those games that I look at and I say this should have been a good game. It wasn't. Man, this NFL season sucked. But anyway, it was a good game. And very oddly, like how the Packers whooped the Vikings early on in the season and that their second meeting was close, this meeting between the Packers and Cardinals, this second meeting was close. And a lot of these playoff games have been close because in the playoffs, for whatever reason, games tend to be closer. We saw that on display here today. And Carson Palmer for the Arizona Cardinals did not play well at all today. And this is going to be overshadowed by the fact that Larry Fitzgerald played so well. And that's fine. But, man, Carson Palmer had me worried. This is a guy that has not won a playoff game in his, 15-year career and 14-year career at this juncture. Didn't win one in Cincinnati. Definitely didn't even go to one in Oakland. And then every time the Cardinals, the one time they made the playoffs last year, he was injured. So, this is a guy that hasn't won a playoff game yet in his career. Coming onto the stage, it was absolutely horrible. He was erratic. He was missing passes. He was throwing above players. He was throwing behind players really throughout the game. And I know at the end of the day, they won the game. They had a nice couple drives to go ahead and win this game, but he did not play well today. And next week when they're going up against Seattle or Carolina, he's going to need to play better. This Cardinals team wins games because of their explosive offense. And when Carson Palmer is not on his game, it opens up a possibility for the Green Bay Packers, as they did today, to compete and possibly win. Aaron Rodgers, who, this is no doubt a disappointing season for him. It is, but he gave it everything he had. I mean, this guy, once again, wow, what a Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers. I mean, this guy's incredible. Absolutely spectacular. Yeah, but can still make very spectacular plays, but hasn't been consistently as good as we are accustomed to seeing. But even him being not as good as we're accustomed to seeing is really, really, really good. I mean, this guy has a 95 quarterback passer rating, and we're saying, oh my God, how bad is Aaron Rodgers when, hello, that's still top 10 in the NFL. Fortunately, he needs to be top 5, top 3, top 1 in order to give the Packers a chance to win a Super Bowl. Now, the Packers defense did play well today until overtime, where they let up 2 consecutive plays. Actually, they weren't consecutive, but 2 big plays to Larry Fitzgerald, one being a 75-yard reception and more of a catch and run by Larry Fitzgerald that was completely unguarded for the most part. They couldn't get him down. They couldn't tackle him. It was a disgrace. And Larry Fitzgerald ended up catching a 4-yard shovel pass for a touchdown. Cardinals go on to the NFC Championship game. Before the season, I had picked the Green Bay Packers to win the Super Bowl. I had changed this prediction after they got their ass kicked by the Arizona Cardinals, or actually maybe the week before. And I switched that pick to the Arizona Cardinals. So this was a battle of my preseason pick versus my current pick. My current pick won. Good. Packers, I would have loved to have seen you guys in the Super Bowl this year, but it just wasn't happening. Next year is going to be very interesting. I think in terms of destiny, The Packers, the Steelers, they want to come back. And I'm saying come back. The Steelers aren't out of it yet, but I think they will be. Those are the two teams that I'm really looking at next year, saying they want to come back, hit harder than ever, and have great potential to be Super Bowl teams. So I'm very interested to see how the Packers move on next year, but this season is over. And as for the Arizona Cardinals, I'm still picking them to win the Super Bowl because I feel like every team is right now, except for the Patriots, who have only played a game, and the Panthers, who haven't played a game. Every other team has just been really underwhelming. Like, if the Seahawks win this game, right, they still underwhelm. Like, they should have lost against Minnesota. So I would like the Cardinals' chances against Seattle. Now, if Carolina comes out tomorrow and they absolutely kick Seattle's asses, then maybe I'm going to lean Carolina. But for now, I like Arizona's chances to go to the Super Bowl. And whoever comes out of the NFC, I love their chances to win the Super Bowl. Until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.